We're going to start this one off with showing you guys everything else that we basically unlocked within the Firelink Shrine. We're also going to cheese the sorcerer guy a little bit and purposely kill ourselves in order to get those extra levels before we fight the boss. So we'll show you our new NPC with the blind girl. We're also going to get a nice ring from her. And we're going to continue on with the Hollow quest where, like I said, we'll cheese and kill ourselves a few times in order to get the last levels out of him. And then try to get our souls down as much as we can before fighting the next boss, just in case. No reason to lose souls in the middle of a boss fight. So, we will defeat the boss by the end of this video. So, let's see. Start by talking to this guy. Like I said, he wants to go thieve. We can let him. Like I said, the next time he'll have to go thieve, you're going to want to make sure that you have the ability to rescue him, because his second thieving expedition will end in his death, and you'll get his ashes. But if you save him, then he'll go on one final expedition, and then he'll die. So either way, he pretty much dies. Try to strength again, because we died a couple times during the stupid elevator thing.
Be safe.
Oh yeah, I might as well. I got a lot of souls right now. I've got 10,000. If I had 20,000, I might just waste them on getting that key, but 10,000 is nowhere near 20, really. It's halfway through. And like I said, whenever you do lose your whenever you get those instant level ups by that sorcerer guy, it still counts as a level up, meaning that it will take more souls to level up. So if you have 10,000, or if you have a whole bunch of souls and you can level up a couple times with your souls, you might do that first before getting your free level ups. So we definitely increase our strength. That way we can continue to get better attacks with our weapon. Like I said, we need to have our strength up quite a bit. Also, I'm thinking about if I can get my strength up to about 24, I should be able to get the butcher's knife when it comes. But definitely health, definitely stamina. I think my stamina is about where I want it. I usually try to go between 15 and 20. As long as I'm having an okay time, I'll probably keep that there. Health will probably go up a little more. I try to get my health to close to 25. At least my initial goal. The problem is I'm pumping so much into strength, and I still have to pump some into dexterity there. Might as well. Like I said, if I get a free level, I might as well use it on something that I know at a later point that I'm going to have to up it. Like I said, I need my dexterity to have 18 to use the fire whip item at the end. But like I said, I have to get my strength up to get the demon axe. Like I said, I still have to pump some points here and there into faith and intelligence, at least a little bit, just so that my spells can be increased. There'll probably eventually a part where you can respec at one point, but if you respec by joining the Covenant, then it actually will lock you out of another quest line. So I'm going to make sure I get through those quests before I respec. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need, send it to the storage. I don't need most of these shields. So all I need is my 100% physical. And I'll also, there's quite a few shields that are crest. They're basically each one's strong in lightning, one's strong in magic, one's strong in fire. I'll keep those with me because they're 100% physical shields, and then they have the additional magic. So most bosses you're gonna have are gonna have some fire attacks or have some lightning attacks. So don't need all these magic clothes. I usually keep most of the rings, but some of these rings I know I'm not gonna use. So didn't want to put these in there, as I was going to check to see if they're worth using. Weight goes better, but there you go. That looks so bad. You know, and armor, it's not really super important. I mean, if you're going to wear a lot of heavy armor, you're going to want that poise, and you're going to want to use the stronger stuff that you can. But for the most part, I mean, you want to dodge more than get hit. Let's see. I think this is the first time I've tried to purposely kill myself. I'm not sure how high I'm going to have to be. I bet if I jump off this, that would do it. You know, if I hit the jump button. Well, that did some damage. My problem here is that everything's staggered. Tries to get. Nope, see. I wonder if there's another area in here. I mean, I know I can go all the way out to the back and try to jump that tree again and go all the way to the top, and that will kill me, but I don't know if I want to have to keep on doing that. That just seems a little annoying. I think if I just jump off this, see, even though it looks like I'm doing well, it's just obviously not. Oh yeah, let's see if I can go up here. This is where patches will end up being at one point. So there might actually just be a drop off. Nope, that's a throne. There we go. That's gotta kill me. Awesome. Never been so happy to die. Die a couple times and go level up, and we can go ahead and progress a couple more quests in this area before heading back. So good thing is I should just be able to go right up here, and my soul should be relying there, even though there's very little. There we are. All 156 of them. There we are. Loading. Still buzzing Bloodborne pre-patch load times. See, I think if you die, I think I have maybe a couple more level up I can do there. And apparently it's basically 2 deaths per level up, so we'll see what happens. Let's grab my souls. Like I said, it's kind of pointless, but might as well. It's kind of a habit you want to get into anyways, to be honest. And you can see Garot's already gone. He's gone thieving.
Oh,
there we are. Try out 2 strengths. Let's see. Go ahead. Trying to see if there's a difference between the attack increase. It looks like it's just 1, so
as I have said,
either way. So definitely check when you're doing your level ups, you know. Certain level ups will be better for you, especially when you have a weapon, or in my case a magic that scales off of both on 2 stats. Sometimes you might want to check both stats just in case, see which one gives you the bigger increase for that time, unless you're building stats in order to equip something. So pretty sure if I die a couple more times, I can level up one more time. I can even out my intelligence and my faith. Bye bye, cruel world! You can't tell me the creators didn't put this thing in here and give us all this high space right next to a bonfire without thinking that someone's going to do this. And believe me, I'm not the one who thought of it. So right now with all this, your hollowing's kind of increased anyway, so none of it's really going to matter. Now, like I said, there's going to be two different ways to go ahead and stop this quest in its tracks. One being the most expensive way, and it will be the way I try to do, is you can pay the fire creeper so many souls, and he'll heal you and take away your sigils. Oh, come on. He'll take away your sigils, and then basically after that you can go talk to the person we're going to meet here in a little bit. She'll basically not like you, and she may even become hostile, in which case you can kill her and take her stuff. But the other way, which is definitely the cheaper way, is you can actually, there's a part, you're going to meet an NPC later on down the road, and it's going to be someone that this chick we're about to meet wants you to marry, and there's sort of a hidden assassin that's going to kidnap her, but if you know where the assassin's at, and you kill the assassin, then he can't deliver your spouse to her / his final resting place. So, you can do that. Of course, in the end, technically, you have the choice, sort of, at least between two of the endings, either way. You can do the sort of bad ending where you make a world without fire, and you just do that whether you're doing the hollow quest or not. But you definitely need to cancel this hollow quest if you want the quote-unquote good ending, where you just, because the hollow king ending and the good ending are both done by basically lighting the final bonfire. And if you have so many sigils from all this and going through the quest and getting married, you will automatically trigger the final Hollow King ending, which is what I did the first time. So it's hard to say no to 5 free levels, pretty much, especially since you're gonna die a lot anyways. Especially if you're like me. It wasn't the first Dark Souls game I've played, but it's the one that basically the one I decided to play through for the first time. I don't know if I told you guys this. I started with Neo just because I liked the samurai aspect, but I just rented it. I was like, well, that's kind of fun, but I didn't have the money to rent another one. I was like, what am I gonna do? And also I remembered Bloodborne was a free download PS Plus, so I grabbed it and really liked it and got past quite a few bosses, and then I saw this on sale, and I was like, oh, this is the original line of games. As you can see here, our old friend is dead, and we got this new person that'll continue on with the quest. So she's a dignified bow. She'll give you a couple little quests here and there too that I'm going to try to do if I can. There's actually an optional one that you don't need to do if you don't want to. But she's got quite a few things. She's got a ring that... oh yeah, she's got one of the divine tomes that you can give our miracle lady. She's got a few sorceries, basically the same ones that our old friend had. Hadn't really checked out this yet, I don't really care. I know there's a ring that basically you can wear it and you'll look human even if you're hollow, so that way you're not looking so ugly. But to be honest, you only can have up to 4 rings, and you're going to want other rings besides something that just gives you a cosmetic look to it. So if we go over here, we'll see our blind lady. Talk to her. I'm really focused on getting a ring from her. I'm not giving her the tomb just yet because I need to look up and I need to figure out what tombs to give her. I don't want to give her a tomb that has a dark miracle. There'll be someone later on that we can get the dark miracles from if we didn't. But the Saint's ring, that's what we want. The Saint's Ring is a ring that, I don't know if you saw it, I was kind of quick. It allows you that extra attunement slot without having to increase your attunement by 2. So this way we don't have to waste a couple more points into attunement. We can go ahead and get a third one, even though I'm not exactly sure if I'm ever going to use the other 2 fire spells much, but this way also maybe I can start picking up some miracles or picking up a sorcery. Like I said, in order to do pyromancer, you gotta go into both faith and intelligence anyways, and faith is for miracles and intelligence for sorcery. So if I'm going to be buffing up those stats anyways, I might as well get some extra spells out of it. The only downside is I will have to carry a few extra items because you'll need special items later on. In fact, I think if I remember right, there's actually an item later on in the game where it can be used for both sorceries and miracles, or both miracles and pyromancer, or one of the others. So that way we can just equip the one for 2 side spells, and we just have to carry 1 extra item. So I'm trying to sell enough just to get the 300 souls to get this ring. I should have went over here before leveling up and spending all my souls, but oh well. 300 souls is easy to get, it's not hard. And this will be worth it. Although I'm probably going to have to take off my stamina ring, I think. Yeah, because I want the swamp ring, the fire, and I definitely want to get more souls for now. Maybe the flare cloak. I mean, you do get the lower defense for it, but to be honest, I'd rather have the boosted fire. Because if I'm going to be using fire as my long range attack, I might as well make sure it does as much damage as I can. And once I start getting some of the more powerful fire spells, that's really going to be something I'm going to want. Alright, I'll get back here. Went ahead and just warped myself back. We're gonna go ahead and go fight this boss. You can see a dog up there. Of course, I've lost quite a bit of health for the drop, but that's okay. Let's just try not to get hit too much because I want all the health as I can. Like I said, this boss really isn't that hard. The hardest part is that you kind of have to be close to it in order to hit it, and it's one of those bosses where it kind of can flail around a little bit. So, but to me, most of the damage is not bad. Most of the high damaging moves, I think I just kicked that dog to death, are pretty avoidable. So, let's see if we can get this done. Like I said, the hardest part of this boss is not its attacks. It's not even necessarily finding times to attack. It's just there's certain little spots on there that they don't exactly lock on well. See, like I said, I try to save my ember right before the boss. That way, I always just think there's like a secret wall here, but there's not. Like there's no point in it. Okay, you can kind of see some people flying around. You can attack them somewhat. The boss will actually kill a lot of them. But I want to come over to here because there's one of these guys sitting down. There's one of those red eye guys, and I want to make sure I kill the red eye before the rest of them. But you can see over there, it's getting up, is this giant cursed tree, and you can see the sacks right in this crotch area. That'll be one of the first areas we'll probably try to kill. But there's sacks around the legs, there's sacks around the side of the body, all of those need to be killed. But the biggest ones with the most health are right there in the center. But you have to be really careful. Oh, another red eye. Get rid of this thing real quick. You have to be careful because one of those big sacks will actually have like an arm just sticking out of it. See, thank you boss for killing off all of the mobs. But I want to try to at least get the bulk of the mobs killed first before you go into attack. Hammer guy. Come on. Ooh. So that'll be one that attacks. Actually, it kind of flails around a bit. But as you can see, it's really not doing that much damage. there's so many mobs around here. I thought I'd gotten them all. Dumped it. Alright. So that's not too bad. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, come on. I haven't got a single hit on this thing yet. I only got 2 flasks left. Alright, here we go. It does, this axe does quite a bit of damage to it. About the only disappointing thing is the claymores, I think, easier to sideswipe. Alright, I'm not doing it through here. There we go. Now here in a little bit, he's going to break the floor. Don't worry about fall damage. You won't take any fall damage. You don't have to worry about these guys too much because they'll probably die on the way down. Don't kill him, but here's where that big arm comes in. And it can grab you. That's definitely the one move there are 2 moves you definitely want to make sure that don't hit you. One is a grab from that arm, and then the other one is this one right here. Try not to be right under it when he does that. It probably won't one-shot you, but if you're at a low health, it probably will. Actually, don't worry about this stuff. It's not really poison. It's not really do a lot of damage to you. The point is we gotta get this big sack done with because the other sacks, although see these are a little harder to hit, they don't take as much damage to you. See, I'm out of health already. So. There we go. You can see some sacks on the legs. This is when it gets kind of rough. Come on. Start moving. There we go. It's just about that. So now we just got these tiny sacks. And like I said, these tiny sacks only take 1 or 2 hits. But it's hitting them that's the hard part. And like I said, you can't really lock onto them. There we go. Oh, gosh, look how much health I didn't realize I had like a sliver of health. There's the other one. There should be 1 more, probably. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Just can't get hit, can't get killed. That kind of looks like one right there. It's a little high. Maybe. No, I think I see it on that hand over there. And right there. There we go. Wow, that's close. That's close. Let it die. And like I said, we got the boss soul and we got the transposing kiln, which is the reason why we wanted to fight this guy so badly. There's nothing much else to do here. Light the bonfire and go ahead and teleport out. So, like I said, the first time I went through, most of the boss souls I transposed into weapons, big powerful weapons. So there's a lot of fire spells and sorcery spells and miracles that you can get from these boss souls that this time around I'll probably try to get those instead. Except for sure I'm going to get the Demon Great Axe just because that's the build that I was told to do. And hopefully I may have to give up a spell for that just in case, because we'll see. I'm not sure. I don't remember what the other item is. So this is the guy I told you about. Give him the transposing kiln.
Listen, before he was
As he tells you basically that's what he's needing. So it's one of the few simple quests.
Like it is, see better now. Transposition in transposing thy purpose.
Like I said, I should have the money if any of these cost souls. Hollow Great Sword, that's a great one. Vort's weapons good for strength. Pontus Left Eye is a good little accessory. And a spear. And like I said, one of these is from the first boss we did, the Soul of the Boreal Valley. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get. I love the Hollow Great Sword. I used it quite a bit for the first one around. So I can either do the ring or I can do this big hammer thing. Yeah. I don't really need the hammer. Like I said, my weapons are basically chosen for me. The next weapon I'm going to try to get, if I can get the strength to wield it, will be the butcher's knife. Butcher's knife is a great strength weapon, especially for early. It's got an A in scaling for strength, and then also it has its weapon skill allows you to basically, it gives the weapon life steal basically. So I always talk to that guy after defeating a boss. He'll give you some other lines of dialogue. Over here, I don't know if I have anything to reinforce. Yeah, we've got the deep battle axe. Get that one upgraded. Nice. I can upgrade the great sword, but I need to work on upgrading my pyromancy glove too when I have the chance. So yeah, so I'll need a few more for that. So that's okay. I need to do that when I can. And look, Gerard's back.
Oh, hello. It didn't go off.
Not entirely sure what new stuff he has. It looks like a few more embers. Blood red comp, rope fire bombs, which I've never used. Lightning irons, like I said, lightning iron you can use with the crow to get more of that sun armor. Got some shields, some new armor, looks like. Nothing that looks something that I have to have. So looks like we got some more stuff of this, might as well. Never know when I'll need a ranged weapon other than my fireballs. And like I said, the crossbows will go into strength. Like I said, the biggest downside about the crossbow, and eventually I may, if I get my dexterity up, grab a bow for certain circumstances, is with the bow you can go first person. And you can shoot things down, you can do a lot of that stuff. You can snipe people from across the room. So, let's see. I think I have close enough souls to level up again. I need to sell a couple things. I don't really need repair powder. I don't know why I'm keeping it. But
Ashen one.
I got a little over 6,000 souls. Alright, I think we're going to end this here. Next time we'll go through the Ice Knight and get to the next bonfire and maybe get the Butcher's Knife. So stay tuned for the next part. Kratos